Hey guys, welcome back to Homestead Prepping and Survival. Sorry about my voice. Tomorrow's a solid week and I still haven't fully recovered, but I'm working on it. Them roosters are trying to outdo each other. But either way, I got one egg from the teenagers. One egg from the teenagers, and it's a little bit larger today, so that tells me it's the same hen that's been setting. This egg's getting bigger. So the other two should start pretty soon. I only got two from the adults today, so I've been getting 3 or 4 days, so I'm not gonna argue. Good Lord, he wants to be heard, don't he? But of course, my buddy came over yesterday for a little bit, and he looked at my chickens, and he's telling me these are, I think he said, blue Orpingtons, which are fairly expensive bird. He sells and buys a lot of chickens and raises and sells, and he telling me I get $10 a piece for those birds, just like they are. And then the black and white ones, I forget what he called them, but they're sought after birds as well. But anyway, he said there's only about 4 roosters in the crowd, so that's not bad out of 18 chickens. So that means I'm going to have a dozen or more egg layers when they all go to laying. So that's good news. I can collect on the eggs for a little while and try to make up some of the loss in the feed. But anyway, as you can tell, if you look at these 3 eggs, this one's still a little smaller than the other 2, but it's bigger than the last couple days has been, so it tells me it's getting larger. So I didn't do any recording yesterday, but I did get the rest of the lean-to torn down except for the 2 ledger boards up there. Gotta get up with the drill and take those boards down and then clean it off and get the screw holes sealed up so I can start getting the lumber ready for the new lean-to off this side, which is going to be full length like the other side, 16 feet from here to the other side. And whatever my lumber will allow me to come out, which is probably going to be 12 to 14 feet, something like that. 10, 12, 14, I don't know. I haven't measured it. When I go through it, I'll figure all that out. But anyway, I just tell y'all, I got down to the last couple of rafters and I had a couple the old braces screwed onto the post so they'd stand up, but of course they wanted to fall the opposite direction and didn't hold, so I just let it fall and took screws out that way. So I got to clean up these last few boards right here and get the screws out of them, and then I can start getting those ledgers down. I'm not going to do it today because it's fixing to start raining. I drove through some rain to get home. Left work a little early. Like I say, I'm still not 100%. You see all the tomato cages that are out here, though. There's a bunch. And I'm sure some of them found their way to another home, but it's all right. Either way, knocked that old smokehouse over a couple weeks ago, and it actually held together. I forgot I put those braces in the corner, but all this siding was put on with brad nails, so I'm still thinking about tearing apart and building a new one. I don't know. But it's supposed to be a cold smoke. Fire on the other side, put the plate on there, the pipe comes through, so all the smoke will come into the smokehouse side of it here and then rise up through, of course. So you're not getting that direct heat from the fire, but you're getting all that smoke. And, it's a whole lot better to cure meat with that way. But anyhow, still got a lot left to do. I'm going to have to cut grass most likely this weekend. And that's going to take up a little bit of my time, but I should be able to manage to get this cleaned up, I hope, and get ready for the ad nauseam. But here's something that I may do before I start building the new lean-to. I don't know if y'all remember, but when I ran the faucet down to this end of the chicken pens, I left it stubbed out, coming out this way through the fence underground right there. It's only a few inches deep. We don't get hard freezes down here very often. But I'm going to dig that up, and I'm thinking of go ahead and dig my trench while I've got everything moved and out of the way, to run the water line, because I want one over here at the mini barn. So my original plan is to run right down the edge of the mini barn itself and put a faucet at that corner. So I've got water for that end of the property, and also I could run straight from a water hose from it out here to the garden area. Save me a lot of water hose and a lot of headache. Well, that would be a really good thing to do, but that's a lot of pickaxing for an old man with a tractor that's down and a backhoe that's down. So I don't know if I'll get that done before I build the lean-to or not. But my goal is, if I get these lean-tos done the way I want, and get all this excess junk organized, put up, and what I don't want getting rid of, like that old freezer supposedly used to work, probably turn it into a worm bed, move it to the edge of the property, stuff like that, kind of clean up a little bit. But either way, I just want to give y'all a quick update. I did get 3 eggs today. I'd much rather if I was getting 8, because I've got pretty much 8 grown hens, 5 in the old pen and 3 in the what I call teenagers pen. But they're obviously grown because they're starting to lay. So it would be nice if I was getting 6 to 8 a day, and that way I could supply my family and friends with eggs like I prefer to do. And I'm not letting them out today because, like I said a little while ago, it's supposed to rain. I ran through some rain on the way home, and it's only 15 minutes from me from work, so I'm not going to let the chickens out and then have to come out in the rain when I can already barely talk and lock them up. So anyway, I have been trying to save as much of the materials from the old lean-to as possible. And you see all these green and yellow screws that I've saved. There's a bunch of them there, plus all those sheet metal screws. And this is the tote that I bought, so I can easily build the new lean-to and not have to buy any more screws and still have plenty left for other projects. So that's coming. Alright guys, I'm going to cut into the video right here. Kind of throw this in as a bonus. I've ordered, my daughter says, too much stuff in the last week or so while I've been home and off, not feeling good. So I've ordered some stuff off Amazon. But either way, I got another 2 rolls of 50 foot by 11 inch of my vacuum sealer bags. So that's 100 feet that I can do there. That will make it much easier for me to store the chicken when I do start processing it. I've still got half a roll of the each that I had before. And then I actually use this. It helps me a lot. So I used 1 bottle. I went ahead and ordered 2 more. And it seems to help a lot with coughing for me. So I went ahead and got 2 more of those to add to the medical preps. And then our local Lowe's has stopped selling well parts like these pressure switches and the control boxes for your well if you have a well. And I went ahead and actually ordered 2 of these. There's 2 different brands that I found that were relatively decent price. Now, I meant to take the other one off the order because it cost about 40% more than this one, and this is the brand I always get. But I couldn't find this when I was looking, so I put the other one into my cart just to hold it and forgot to take it out. So I've got 2 pressure switches that I can now add back to my well supplies, because I had used all I had for my daughter and my sister and so on. So I've added that back to the prep supply. I've increased my storage ability for whatever I want to vacuum seal. And then I've never tried this before because I don't like to go into stores, but I ordered some of this zero sugar Kool-Aid stuff just to try to make some, add some sugar to it, of course, because I had already bought a box of, I know I got a mess, sorry y'all. Let me open this up. I had already bought a box of these things you can make your own popsicles with, because one, when your throat's sore and you know, you're coughing and all that stuff, popsicles really help soothe that sore throat, and your grandkids love them. So I have long time said you need to buy stuff for little simple things like that that are very inexpensive to keep kids happy. Excuse me. See, I've already got this set I got in about a month ago. Haven't made any yet. Haven't bought any Kool-Aid, and I didn't go to get into my preps to get Kool-Aid out to make it. Might as well just buy some more and try it. So I don't know if that'll work or not, but I'm going to try. So I've got 2 of those things. I'm going to try to make some room in the freezer this weekend so that I can actually make some popsicles and see how the grandkids like them, and then help me. And of course, I bought another bag of sugar last week that I haven't put in Mylar bags or anything yet to get put up, because I've still got my sugar container on the shelf and then 2 more containers, whoops, sorry, on the very top that's full. So I've still got plenty of sugar, but I was in the store. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a bag. Walmart's went up about 30% on sugar in the last 6 months, but it's still the best place around as far as price-wise to get sugar. Okay, well, I'm gonna shut my horse throat up for a little while, and I'll edit these videos and have it ready to come out for y'all whenever the next day I post. I had one come out this morning, so it will not be today. And I'm not doing it from home. It's too much trouble. But hopefully I get it done tonight and have it ready to upload from work in the morning, because I always get there early. And I'm sorry, I turned out the lights on y'all. But, you know, get to work early enough to upload it for either Saturday or Monday. You know, Monday's my scheduled day for uploads, but I'll probably do this one for one of the 2. So thank y'all for watching. I appreciate you. Y'all be safe, be prepared. All right, guys, one more edit. Made a pit stop at a little store in a little town right next to us that I had a service call in today, and haven't been up there in a year because their reloading supplies have been nothing. All I can get in there is this super handicap, AA super handicap for shot shell, and nothing else has been available. I think I bought the last 700 primers he had over a year ago, year and a half. So anyway, been having trouble getting stuff, so I ordered some online, but y'all know it costs more for shipping than the hazmat shipping. And so I was in there today, and he had 8 bottles, 1-pound bottles of this Accurate 2460, and it says that it works well for 223 and a few other rounds. Well, I've had everything I need to load 223 for over a year and have not been able to get the powder that I chose to load with, but this powder will work for that round. So I went ahead and bought, I'm gonna show y'all 5 bottles of it. I don't know if you can see that. It ain't cheap, and they're not the cheapest place around, but I'd rather do business with a local guy than spend all that extra on shipping and hazmat and stuff. So I got enough powder there to load up what I have for 223. So that's going to be coming. You know, I'll set the thing up and get it going, and then show y'all step by step on loading a 223 round. So just a little sneak peek of, hopefully in the next week or so I can get that set up and going and have another reloading video out there for you guys. I know some of y'all don't realize it, but the shooting and, you know, out on the range and the reloading videos and stuff that I've done, they have way more views than just my regular little farm videos. So you know, that's what I'm here for, is to give y'all what you asked for. And you know, I got a video shooting the 22 single action revolvers that's got 2,000 plus views on it in a matter of like 4 months, where normal video around the farm and stuff might get 50, 60, 70, 80 views in 4 to 6 months. So That's a big difference. But either way, I bought it because it was available and it will work for what I want to do. So that's coming up in a hopefully soon video. Either way, I appreciate you, the new subscribers, and I appreciate y'all watching the videos, and that supports me, and I really, really do appreciate it. And that rabbit's back. I didn't see it yesterday or the day before, so I'm glad to see the rabbit back down there. I was wondering, my cat's been chasing it, and there was two over on this side yesterday that it was chasing, so I'm glad she hasn't caught them and killed the groceries that I want to eat later down the road. But anyway, guys, I thank y'all so very much. It really means a lot for your subscriptions and you sharing the channel, hitting the like button, and watching the videos. It really helps me grow. So y'all remember the two things I always tell you. Jesus loves you, and so do I. I'm going to go call it a day and try to get my voice back a little bit. Love y'all. Be safe. Be prepared.